I want to speak to somebody out there in the world that's hurting today. You're not a mistake, okay? You're here for a reason. You were put in this world for a reason. No matter your circumstances, the struggles you've been through in your life, the pain, as I say, pain is learning. Love is teaching. Pain is learning. Love is teaching. When you go through pains in this world and struggles and loss, it's building you up to become a stronger and better person for what your future holds. Okay? Your failures, you can't have success in this world without experiencing failure. Nobody in this world that's ever become successful in whatever field, whether it's just working a regular job or you're a minister, you're on a spiritual level or physical level, nobody in this world has ever conquered this world or had success in this world without experiencing failures first. Okay? Failures is just a part of living life in your life journey and becoming the person you were meant to be. Failures mold your mind and even your body at times. Failures mold us to become who we're supposed to be in this world. Failures are not permanent. Okay? Your failures, that's not your conclusion in life. Your failures will pass. And remember, only the strong survive. Everyone in this world that has had success in any level has experienced failures. You're not a mistake. Okay? If you're feeling weird in this world, or you're feeling depressed, or you're turning to drugs or alcohol to numb your pains, that's not the answer. It's just going to temporarily relieve and allow allow you to escape mentally from what you're currently dealing with. The only way to solve a problem in this world or in your life is to get to the root problem of what's causing your pain and sorrow and your failures. We got to stop focusing on the negative in our lives. We got to stop focusing on our failures, and we got to start focusing on solutions on how to fix these failures so that you can rise up and become great. And it doesn't matter if you just become the best dad or the best mom of this world for your own children, or you become that positive influence amongst your family and friends. For many people are hurting in this world. Many people are losing hope. There's many people committing suicide and have thoughts of suicide on their mind because they feel like they're not good enough, or people don't respect them because they don't have shiny material things, or they don't have that high paying job and they're not making all this money. Life is not about how many material things you have. Life is not about that new car or how much money you make or that job title. That's not life. You're surviving. At that point, you're surviving life and you're not living life. You're surviving life in this world, and you're looking for others to give you some kind of glory or recognition, when you ultimately have to focus on yourself and like me and my God, my Creator in Christ, whom gives me strength and who dwells within inside my temple and walks with me through my failures. I pray all the time, and through Christ, I'm shown all my failures. And then God shows me how to climb my way out of them dark holes in your life. My God shows me how I don't need new shiny things to fill this darkness or this void in my soul. That's never material things are never gonna give you true happiness. True happiness comes from loving your children, loving yourself first. I was once told, even recently, I said, I just want to make people happy around me. I want to tell people my story and the things I've been through and the failures I had that ultimately led to success and then failure once again. And I said, I just want to make people happy in the world. And somebody I know for a very long time, I won't say no names here, but I was told, in order to truly make others happy around you, in order to truly be a positive influence for others in this world, family, friends, and strangers alike, in order to truly make others happy in this world, you must first make yourself happy internally. You must forgive yourself of the failures you've experienced in your life. You must surpass the darkness that is consuming you. You must get rid of those suicidal thoughts. You can't dwell on the failures in your life. You got to take the failures, recognize them, and then find a way to build on top of that and conquer them. And your success, the ones that become the greatest in this world on a spiritual level and truly helping others, they've taken their pains of this world, which I call pain is learning, and then from the pain they've learned life lessons, and then they find a way to then begin to love themselves and love those around them. And then through love you begin to teach others positive ways to improve their lives. You begin to teach others through love and caring for them and compassion that the darkness and the failures they experienced in their life is not their life's conclusion. Your life does not and will not end in darkness and failure if you choose to be great and rise up out of the pits of hell, so to speak. Rise up from the darkness that is consuming you and binding you. For you're far greater than you even know. You're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. You're not a mistake. There is so much you can do for yourself in this world to improve your own mind, your own body, and spiritual soul. And when you begin to rid the negative and the failures from your life and begin to focus on the success you have had and build on that, you begin to realize that you're going to rise up to greatness, that no one can hold you back. No one. And when the people around you bring up your past, oh, well, you used to do this or that. Well, yeah, I used to, but now I don't. By the grace of God, I do not do that no more. I've learned, you tell people when they bring up your past, oh, well, you used to do drugs, or you used to be an alcoholic, or you used to steal, or have bad attitude, or not like nobody. Well, then you know what? And you say, well, yeah, that's how I used to be, but that was my life failures, and I will no longer accept my life failures. I will no longer be that man or woman. And then you begin to live a positive life, and you begin to speak on the positive things that you did to fix those failures. And you don't let anybody drag you back into your past of failure. You begin to speak on how you fix those problems in your life and how you now have success in those areas. And people will begin to see that shining through you. They will begin, your actions, fruits, and words, they will begin to realize, because a lot of people are going to just assume, oh, well, that guy's going to go back to that. He's just going to go back to drugs. That's just how it is. Well, nah. That's not how it is. Because you're better than that. And you were meant for far greater. You're here for a reason. You were here to love your family and friends. You were here to give them positive influence. You were here to allow them to see your life mistakes. And then now they can see how you've conquered those. And now they see that, well, little Johnny over here used to be a full-blown drug addict, and now look at him. He's out there ministering to the world, or he's out there saving other drug addicts because he's been that life. He's lived it. He understands it. He understands it almost killed him, or she understands it almost killed her. And now they stand firm on conquering that darkness, that demon. And you begin to show others that it is possible to live a drug-free life. It is possible to go around and love people when you used to hate people. It's possible to change who you are. Your life failures, once again, is not your life's conclusion. You ultimately decide if you choose to live sad and miserable your entire life and hate others, or do you want to help others and be positive for the world? Do you want to encourage others? We all know the world is very wicked and getting worse. Why? Because a lot of you have experienced failures in life and you're dwelling on it. We can't do that. We have to uplift each other. We have to encourage each other, love each other. We have to turn these TVs off, bottom line, and stop sitting in silence listening to lies and fear and worry getting pushed on you all day. Like I say, a fearful society or a fearful person, human being, will never rise up to greatness. A fearful person will never have success and rise up to greatness. If you walk around in fear all the time and you're afraid to take that step to say, I'm no longer going to do this certain whatever it is, I will no longer do this drug anymore that's been leading to my own self-destruction and affecting everybody around me in a negative way. I will no longer do this. I was meant for far better and greater things in this world. And I will take my life's experiences, good and bad, and I will use those to better my own life and to better others around me and teach others. Love is teaching. Our pains is learning. Pain is learning, love is teaching. Your life pains, it's only molding you to become that strong man or woman of this world that your God created you originally to be. God says, God's here. Look, how many if I can do this? It's when if you're over here and God's over here, let's just do it like this. God, you. People tend to run away from God and go further away, right? But when you come closer to your God will come closer to you. And your God will help you through any situation. Focus on the positive in your life. Rise up to greatness. Whatever you're dealing with right now, that's not your life's conclusion. You're not going to live like that the rest of your life. You're not going to live in fear, sorrow, and worry and misery the rest of your life. You can be free mentally and spiritually and even physically. You have to change your mindset and focus on the positive of the world. Begin to love people. Begin to care for others. Show them someone positive in the world. Impact people's lives in a positive way. Don't drag people down. We all have battles in our life battles and struggles and pains. We must stop focusing on the negative and focus on the solution to fix that negative. Focus on the positive way to fix the negative in your life. To become that positive person that will rise up to greatness in a spiritual and physical level in this world. You're here for a reason. You're not a mistake. Whatever pain or struggle you're dealing with, I promise you, you can conquer it. You just have to have the willpower and the mindset to do so. If you need somebody to talk to, I've lived certain kind of life. I've been there on many things in my past. Things I did to harm and hurt myself, as well as failures in life and I had success and then failures again. But guess what? I continue fighting this life journey because I don't want to give up in this world. I don't want to just quit and go die until my number's called at the proper time. I want to fix the negative in my life, and I want to focus on the positive in my life. I want to take my life failures and build on that and show people how I conquered those failures and how those failures molded me as a person and made me strong. Pains of the world build your character and can make you a very strong person. If you've already survived hell and back and you survived all this pain of the world and misery and failures, but yet you continue fighting on, you're a very strong person. Whether you see it or not, think about it. All the hell you deal with and all the pain and failures in your life, and yet you still refuse to give up. In your dark situation, you still refuse to give up, and you still are fighting to survive. You're fighting for that breakthrough, and it's coming. You just have to want it bad enough. Focus on the positive in your life, and I promise you, you will rise up to greatness. Focus on the positive in your life and fix the negatives. Take your failures and use them as stepping stones. Close those doors, but use them as stepping stones to your success. No successful person's ever had success without failures. You will rise up to greatness. Stop being fearful. Love yourself. Care about yourself, because once again, as I was told, it's hard to make other people truly happy when you're not truly happy yourself. So you have to make yourself happy. And then, the abundance of love and compassion for others will shine through you. And there will be no denying it. No one will ever, like me, nobody can say, oh, you used to do this. Well, yeah, sure did. And they know full well I don't know more, and I use that to become who I am today. Only the strong survive. Peace, love, and blessings from Brandon Joshua. I'll say some more soon. Love each and every one of you. If you need somebody to talk to, just privately message me and we'll go from there. Later.